Hello, everyone, and welcome to Creve Coeur Soccer Park here in Creve Coeur, Missouri. I'm Todd Panula alongside Rick Anslem, and we're here to bring you today's soccer matchup between the UHSP Eutectics and the Oakland City Mighty Oaks. These two teams come in getting off to a little bit of a slow start this year thus far, as the Eutectics are 2-2, although they've won their last two, and Oakland City comes in at 3-4. But they are the higher-powered offensive team coming in with 16 goals to their credit. So we'll see who manages to come out on top in this one. But it should be a good contest here, Rick, as these two teams looking to get things rolling here in the early portion of the season.
It's great to be here with you, Todd, and it's a beautiful day for soccer, as always. Like you said, it's going to be an interesting game. Both, I think it's the last game before league for both of these teams, and so they're looking to get ready for the league competition.
Not a whole lot of history between these two clubs, as their last meeting came back in 2022. It was a 3-0 victory for the Mighty Oaks. So not a whole lot of players still remaining from that one, maybe a handful for either side. But one of those games that if you haven't seen the opposition too often, you just kind of have to go out, try to implement your own game plan, and then make adjustments on the fly, so to speak.
Yes, sir, and that's what they're doing. As Coach spoke to Coach Jamie Bladen from Oakland City before the game, and he's this is his first year coaching, but it's his second year in the program. The first year was pretty much he got hired and he had to start rebuilding the program again because they had some issues before that with even having enough to field the team. So he's his second year there, but his first year is actually the coach, and he's done a lot of recruiting in that time.
So the Mighty Oaks will be wearing the black uniforms with the white countering them for UHSP once these two teams take the field. Let's go over your starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors. It'll be Paula Roldan, Alice Thorin, Lobna Butchker, Camilla Bedin, Macy Wolcock, Lynn Adolson Funk, Jana Mueller, Alejandra Ortiz, Tatiana Steinau, and Maggie Mabuto. And then Yalia Ramos in between the sticks. For the home team, your starting lineup is Lindsay English, Isabel Rogers, Hannah Tyree, Christian Grogan, Alexa Hildebrand, Bailey Coliano, Kaylee Park, Sarah Agnew, Trinity Wimberly, and Caroline Kroll, with Lauren Harding as the goalkeeper.
Yeah, like you said, the records are 2-2 for the Eutectics, and the Mighty Oaks are 3-4. Some of their past performances here, the Eutectics started out the season against Freed Hardman, lost 4-2. Isabel Rogers got both goals on PK in the second half. They played Brescia, and they lost 3-0, and then they started on a winning track, taking on Blackburn College, beat them 4-0. Hildebrand, Tyree, Hennessy, and Agnew got the goals for the Eutectics, and then they beat Principia College 2-1. Isabel Rogers, Alexa Hildebrand with the goals there. Teams are about ready to get started here. Like I said, great day here. 85 degrees, a little breeze, and humidity's not too bad, so the girls should be able to have a good game and run pretty much the whole time. Easy for me to say, but let's gathering at the midfield now, and we're about to get started.
So Ramos against Nether are your goalkeepers. The home team, USHP, will be heading right to left, once again in their white kits.
Yaza Ramos is a sophomore. She has played the majority of the time for the Mighty Oaks.
Tactics will start off with possession. Just waiting on that first kick.
I think Lauren Harden's got the goalkeeping duties for the U-Tactics.
So I was right the first time, and then
Yeah.
I changed my mind because I saw the 21 kid.
Right. I think
they'll change a uniform at the last moment.
Right, and I think they had an injury. I think Nether is the one that's injured, I believe. So, okay.
So the Tactics open up with possession as they come up the left wing, trying to pass up the left sideline. That was knocked out of bounds, so we'll go with a quick throw in. Coliano trying to get it back into play. Over here along the near side, back up towards the midfield stripe. A little bit of a bump from behind, but Rogers retained possession. Coliano gave it up. Butchker gave it right back as the Tactics are back in possession. Up through the midfield circle, Agnew tried to go over towards the far wing. Grogan was clipped just a little bit. Ball pops way up into the air. Knocked down back to the defensive line of the Mighty Oaks. They'll come over here towards the near sideline. Ortiz surveys the field. Give and go as they play it up towards the touchline. Wilcock gave it up. Ortiz was calling for it. Instead, it's Mueller. Mueller, one-touch pass, finds a little bit of space towards the corner flag. Wilcock trying to drive. Get a whistle.
Looks like an offside call. That was a nice ball from the right wing here, and a nice little out of the air volley, just a little wide, but it was to not because of the offside call.
Harding will put it back into play, basically a goal kick. Right back to the Mighty Oaks, though, as they come through the center of the field. Quick passes here. They get it on the edge of the 18. A quick shot towards the far post, and there's a diving save made by Harding.
Nice 1-2 stuff in the middle third there, and final third, and a great shot on goal. Good stop by Harding. His first shot on goal for either side.
Good early pressure from the Mighty Oaks as they take it back in off the restart. Thorin won the ball, put it back to her teammate. Touched through by Steinau. Sending one for Adelson Funk. Tactics regain it. About 15 yards away from midfield, but it's stolen right back here along the near sideline. Chance to push forward. Wilcock drives towards the end line, gets around one defender, plays it up through the middle, a diving stab at it. And now we get a whistle, and it's going to be coming out. Another decent opportunity, this time for Jana Mueller.
Yeah, both of them coming from this right side. Some dangerous stuff going on over here.
Wind's picked up a little bit in the last couple minutes.
Which makes it rough on all this paperwork we have here.
Right. The joys of being a broadcaster.
I tell you.
Over the touchline along the near sideline, it'll be a throw in for the Mighty Oaks. They're about 30 yards away from goal here along the near sideline. Onto the foot of Mueller. Dances around a couple defenders. Quick passes through to Wilcox. She's in the box towards the edge of the 6-yard area. Laid it back out towards the spot, and the defender's clear. Long shot attempt. That was hopeful at best.
Macy Wilcox making her presence felt in the box early. She's the leading scorer right now. She's got 5 goals, 3 assists on the season. Cook says she's a very quick player, good on the ball, can play right or left side. We're looking to see a lot from her today.
Seen a lot of that quickness here in the first 4 minutes or so. Tactics get it up to midfield, but only through to the defender for the Mighty Oaks. A little bit of a giveaway from Ortiz, but Mueller wins it back. Mighty Oaks reverse things, back up towards the midfield stripe.
Paula rolled down in the central defense. Looks like they're playing 3 backs right now, and probably 4 midfielders, so it's going to be tough for the Tactics to get anything going in the midfield.
Mighty Oaks content to just try to stretch out Eutectics defense, playing it along their own defense. Eutectics make a steal just outside their own box, run out of space over along the far side touch line, and it's out for a Eutectics throw.
Can we call them the Utes once in a while? Is that okay to call them the Utes? We got the okay here from Greg. I mean, I went to UMSL, and that kind of goes together, but UHSP, there's no there's no little shortcut.
No, yeah. You either say the letters or the mascot, yeah.
The mascot.
Here's a good through ball up the left side wing. Trying to get back is Lindsay English. She's able to at least get in front of the shot. And now they score! The shot came back towards the far post from our vantage point. Was able to defeat the keeper.
Was that Lindsay English, as you called it? It's a nice shot. About 35 yards out, just outside the box.
And the goal goes to Camilla Bedden.
Camilla Bedden.
That's her 3rd goal of the season.
She's a junior. Hometown Rome, Italy.
So Bedden scores with 39:28 left to go in the first half. Mighty Oaks strike first. They came in with 16 goals. Now they have 17 on the season. A nice through ball here to Wilcox. She's got nothing but space. Goes to the far post and cut it too far. Had acres of space to shoot at and just put too much on it on the side foot.
She sure did. She slipped in behind the defense and was in alone with the goalie, and just like we called it, got a little too much of it. Shot it wide. She probably would like to have that one back. Good run though. And a good ball.
Yeah, oftentimes the first couple moments after a goal scored are a little bit dangerous. Sometimes it's more for the team that scored.
Yeah, right.
Usually you get an equalizer right off the bat, but we almost saw it at 2-0. Utes come up through midfield. Agnew couldn't hold on to it. Right through the center of the pitch. They find Wilcox slightly to the right. Defender cleared it, but only to the edge of the 18. Bounces up, brought down by Rogers. Tries to go north with it, but again ran out of space on the far side. Misplayed there by Adelson Funk. All the way back to the defense for the Mighty Oaks as they swing it around. Back and forth.
Alexa Hildebrand, the lone striker for the Eutectics, trying to put some pressure on those backs. It's a tough chore by yourself.
Not too much to do so far, but still a lot of time left in this one. 37 minutes and change. Into the box. Call for a handball goes unheeded by the official. And a shot sliced across the face of goal, and it'll be out for a goal kick.
Hildebrand, Alexa Hildebrand, she has 2 goals on the season. She's a junior.
Curling ball off the goal kick was knotted down by Jana Mueller. That wasn't its intended target. Little step over and then a stop on the ball as Bushker laid it back and then got the return feed as she goes up towards the touch line on the goal line, I should say. Edge of the 18 back for Bushker. Intercepted. Mueller comes back and steals it for the Mighty Oaks. They reset on the edge of the attacking third. Now played back to midfield. Reversing the point of the attack. Steinow goes up the wing with the pass. Mighty Oaks come in through the middle, and then a high shot goes over the bar. Not a bad idea, though, there for Lynn Adelson Funk.
Yeah, she saw She saw the goal and her eyes lit up and she had to go, but it was a little bit too high and wide. But like you called, good stuff where they switched the point of attack from this side to the other side over there and got a shot off by spreading the defense out a bit.
Euler wins it. Seems like we're saying that quite a bit on
That's
some
what
of these
I was
goal
gonna
kicks.
say.
It's going to the wrong team thus far.
And Janet Miller's been involved with most of those restarts or turns toward the offensive end.
Trying to find some space up the wing. Adelson Funk just outside the area. Cycles it back. Still on the perimeter. Tried to play it up through the middle. Park was there defensively. Tactics don't clear it far enough, though. Here's Miller. And a little pop pass up towards the edge of the 18. Then Bedden tried to go for goal number 2. Just couldn't get a whole lot of steam in behind it. Easy stop there for Harding.
We'll give her a shot on goal.
I'm a former goalkeeper, so I'll always be willing to pad their stats.
Yep, and a save, for sure. For the goalkeeper, of course.
Right. All ping pongs back and forth on the edge of the attacking third for the Mighty Oaks. They come just outside of it. Sliding it out towards the attacking Ortiz up from that right back spot. Played the ball in through, wouldn't have mattered if it had connected because it's an offside.
That's the third offside that I can remember.
Ball has heavily been to our right-hand side.
Yes, it has.
UHSP trying to find a little bit of possession, if nothing else. They're giving a free kick off the foul. A little bit of an opportunity to push some numbers forward.
All right. Get at least some help up there for Hildebrand in the midfield.
A little too hot to handle for Rogers. The Mighty Oaks come back onto the attack. They try to play it through. It's onto the foot of Miller. Coming back defensively, though. Solid play by Coliano. Didn't clear the danger, though. Wilcock tried to put it on the left foot. Got a shot away. It's off the defender. Stays in play. UHSP will clear it out over along the far sideline.
Nice play there by Bailey Coliano. She's a freshman for the Tactics. Made a nice breakup of the play and stayed with it on the second part of the play.
Butchker gave it back to the sideline. Now they look
nice.
for Bedden in the middle. She's trying to fight off the defenders. Wilcock from the short side. Good save by Harding. Defense cleared the line. It's out for a throw in along the near side.
Good save again by Harding.
He's been tested here in the early going.
Yep. She's been called on to play Danielle and Nether. Has dealing with an injury. So Harding has stepped up. She's actually the winner in the first two games. The first two wins of the season for them. She was in the nets.
Ball into touch along the far sideline. Steinau will put it back in with the throw.
Harding's got one shutout, that being against Blackburn.
Mighty Oaks swing it around the defensive line. Up through the middle. Quick passes, though.
Beautiful.
Butchker gets it over towards the left side. And again, the flag went up. Close for play that time, but
Yeah, it was.
still another offside. As the Mighty Oaks continue to try to probe that back line and sneak in behind.
Yeah, they've had definitely the better part of the play and about 4 or 5 beautiful through balls. Just a little offsides, a little bit too early. The timing's just off a bit.
Brought down by the right foot of Hildebrand. Trying to get cute with it through the midfield and giving up. Wilcock up the right wing. Give and go play. Wilcock on the corner of the 18. Gives it over to Miller. He has to peel it back as there were too many defenders in front. And then I guess you'd call that a shot from Alice Thorin. Harding settles in behind. She'll play it back in. Not too much on the punt. Rogers brings it down, and then it's given up. Miller, oh, she had a streaking player. That was Adolphson Funk. Defensive foot got right in the front of it.
Yep.
Possession heavily in the favor of the Mighty Oaks. Sticking out a foot was Tyree to thwart that through ball.
That was Trinity Wimberly, number 31, who broke up that play a little bit ago. She's a freshman. First time that the keeper for the Oaks has touched the ball.
Quickly played it back through her defenders. Miscued through the midfield. Then the back-checking Adolphson Funk was able to take it right back for the Mighty Oaks.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Anytime the Eutectics get the ball, they are swarming them and just no time, no space, and they lose the ball pretty quickly.
Wilcock just a couple yards inside the near touch line, right in front of our broadcast position. Filtered it on through. Ortiz over to Roldan. All defenders now up through midfield. Buchker plays it through. They give it on. Bedin tried to lay it off. Opportunity perhaps for Thorin. Oh, Wilcock, the shot just curled it over the bar.
Good stuff there from the Mighty Oaks. Started way in the back here on the switch. Filtered through the midfield, and nice 1-2 up there, and then Wilcock had a good shot attempt just over the bar.
Looks like we'll have our first substitution coming in for Oakland City. Paulina Osterman will come into the game the next chance. Also, go ahead.
She's a freshman. She's from Stockholm, Sweden.
So she comes into the game, and also coming in for UHSP is Jillian Clark. Out comes Caroline Kroll for the Eutectics and Lubna Buchker for the Mighty Oaks. Coach Bladen wanting his team to move the ball a little quicker.
Yeah, that was a little too slow for his liking.
First touch of the game, though, for Osterman. Brought down as it was popped up into the air.
Nice.
Chance to push forward for Hildebrand.
Nicely done by Hildebrand as the target player up there. They have to get that ball with her back to the goal and just slow the game down a little bit and get some help from the midfield. Being the lone striker.
They tried a 1-2 coming from Hildebrand over to the right wing and then on through, but just too much onto it. So an easy touch there for the goalkeeper. Ramos played it back to her defender. Mighty Oaks are already onto the offensive side. Just a little under 27.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. 1-0 on a Bedin goal.
Great turn there by Jana Mueller in the midfield. She's probably touched the ball 50 times already in this game.
Heavily involved in the offense as they get it edge of the 18. On through to Miller. She plays it edge of the 6-yard box. Defender was there to clear it away. Tyree looks upfield, muscles off the defender, splits the defenders, still in possession, looking for somebody to get open. Tried to play it up to the midfield stripe, intended it for Hildebrand, but just too many black jerseys in the way.
Nice play, though, by Anna Tyree. She's a freshman as well. By the Eutectics. A lot of freshmen on the field. Both sides. More so for UHSB, though.
Given away, now it's on for Wilcock, just outside the 18. Give and go, Wilcock with a one-timer with the right foot, and that ball was coming across her body, so she just couldn't get a whole lot of steam behind that shot.
A lot of 1-2s over here between Wilcock and the midfielders that are helping support her. Mueller, for sure. Just basic soccer, but very nice. Ball on the ground a lot with them.
Thorin was trying to get it over towards the left wing, had to come through the middle instead after that initial pass was knocked down. Osterman, edge of the box for Adolfson Funk, knocked away by the defender. But again, 2 players for the Mighty Oaks around every player that tries to get possession for the Eutectics. Adolfson Funk. Mobuto was open on the left wing, but the pass wasn't available. Hildebrand has the ball, but surrounded by 2 defenders, lays it back. Tyree surveys the field, tries to go on to the right wing, was looking for Rogers, but too much mustard on that pass.
It's a good idea, a little unlucky from Tyree.
Good through ball here to Wilcock, and the flag goes up.
Yep, that's 5 offsides that I unofficially counted.
That's about par for the course in the modern game. Those strikers like to hang in the back pocket of the defenders.
Yeah. They just got to make a little bit more of a diagonal run. And the timing, of course, the ball's got to be put down as they're running, obviously.
Defender stepped up, knocked it away from Bedden. Agnew's trying to get it away. Tried to lay it off for Rogers, but she was guarded. Long shot, didn't miss by much. Just sliced around that post on the near side from our vantage point. Check into the game is Kendall Adams now.
It's either Camilla Bedden there in the midfield. With that shot, just wide. So you look at the scoreboard, it doesn't really tell the game. But the Eutectics are hanging in there, hanging close, playing a lot of defense.
Oakland City can be had defensively if you can get it into that third. They've allowed 13 goals on the year. But right now, possession is a precious commodity for the Eutectics.
Yes, it is. Mueller again stealing the ball. Nobody home on that play, but easy scoop up for Lauren Harding.
A little bit better of a punt, but that's one in the midfield circle by Osterman. Again, they don't play for the same team, so not what she wanted out of that. Hildebrand comes north and then peels back south for the Eutectics. Rolled off the top of the foot of Tyree. Miller comes back the other way. Here's the through ball to the right wing for Wilcock. Just outside the 18, plays it across through the penalty spot. She had a teammate there who was knocked away by a defender, but the Mighty Oaks are still on it. They lay one back, and a hot shot goes off the back of the defender, and then that took all the steam out of it as Agnew got in front of it.
That was a beautiful through ball to Wilcock, and she put a nice, low, hard driving ball across the face.
It was Alice Thorin with the opportunity that hit the defender. Free kick given. A little bit of a hold on Hildebrand.
That's our first foul.
Not too many free kicks, for sure.
So this has a chance the Eutectics can flood the area and try to do something offensively. Nice ball.
Put it on through to the 18. They were looking to get it through to Isabel Rogers, who was cutting through from the left side, but a little too direct. Easy stop for Ramos. Miller knocks it down and lays it back. The Mighty Oaks being pushed back a little bit, but in possession, trying to go forward from the full length of the field almost. Adolfson gets it on through, intended it for Bedden. She was looking for a foul. turned around, caught the body, but that was just a coming together. Mabuto got it up north to Bedden. Adelson Funk, Miller, middle of the pitch. Adelson Funk to Mabuto, and the defender got a foot in. Miller comes through a little too aggressively. Free kick to UHSP.
Left in this first half. 1-0 the score.
Hildebrand, again, 2 defenders around her. To your point, Rick, she's been basically by herself. All these balls north, she's been left to try to win them.
Right. And that's part of, I think, the game plan for the U Tactics. Just try to keep the scoring chances down and the score down for sure.
So the score is definitely down. Scoring chances not quite as much as
that's
the
right.
Mighty Oaks have had their opportunities.
Yes, they have.
Pushing forward again. Mabuto was standing still on the left wing, so Adelson Funk will hold on to it, and they'll reset through the defensive line. .1930 left to go here in the first half. 1-goal game. Miller on the right wing, just outside of the box. Into the middle for Bedden. She took it off the thigh. Left foot, right foot pass to the left wing. Shot in. Harding makes the save. A little bit of a bobble there, but she was confidently behind it.
She was. That was well taken with the left foot. About 30 yards out, maybe 28.
This play there by Osterman as it
Oh,
bounced in front of her, and now Hildebrand comes through, stealing it away from the last defender. She's in 1-on-2 though, as the numbers game catches up. She's trying in.
Oh, nicely done by the
Well
U Tactics.
placed. Tyree took the shot.
Hildebrand did all the hard work there. She kept on the ball, kept on it, put a lot of pressure on the defense, then finally won it back and laid it off to, who shot that one? I'm sorry.
I believe it was Rogers.
Yes, Rogers. Well taken. And a big save.
She was going for the upper 90 along the near side. Goalkeeper just getting the hands behind it. Ball ping-pongs back and forth in front of our broadcast position here at midfield. Played through. Now Thorin just outside the 18. Trying that cutback ball towards the penalty spot. Back outside on the right wing. Deflected ball. Kicked away, but not out of danger. Miller brings it down. Stolen at least for a moment. Clark just kind of blindly plays it up the near wing. Miller gets the edge on Rogers to keep possession, but now Hildebrand has it. Takes a little bit of a bump from behind, but stays on the ball. Rogers comes up the left line. Plays it up towards the edge of the box. Here's Tyree. It just didn't have good angle on that. The defender pushed her outside.
And the Tyree making her presence felt a bit here. A couple offensive runs in the offensive third.
Tactics have at least created a couple chances here in the last few minutes.
That they have.
Adelson Funk just kind of plays it up towards the box. And now Wilcock is in all alone. The flag is down, and there is an easy score.
Now that looked like slow motion there for a minute. We're like, what's going on? She
Yeah.
snuck in behind the backs, got the ball, got the through ball, and calmly finished it off.
I think the defenders were hoping to get bailed out by an offside. It never came.
Right.
So just like that, it ends up 2-0 with 16:43 left to go in the first half.
It's Macy Wolcock, her 6th goal of the season. She's been threatening. Had 3 or 4 good opportunities, and this one was probably our easiest of all to put in.
I think the way she
She was
acted,
almost kind of surprised.
I think she was like, well, I guess I'll finish it off just in case they blow the whistle.
She's waiting for the whistle that never came.
Nevertheless, they all count in the end.
Right.
Here's Clark on the ball from the left side. Hildebrand through the middle. She gains a free kick.
So we mentioned that the Eutectics had a little bit more offensive thrust there, but what that does then is leave your backs a little bit more alone than they were earlier. You know, they were really packing it in the whole time and just letting Hildebrand do all the work up there. But a couple other players started to go forward a bit, and I mean, that's what you got to do.
And Wilcock made him pay.
Exactly.
That's what you want your strikers to do if you get an opportunity like that, is make the defense pay for their mistakes.
Right.
Knocked back towards Ramos. She puts a hand up. And that one went out for a corner. We're going to have a line change here, basically, for the Mighty Oaks.
Yep, 5 out of 10 players are going to go on. New players, fresh players.
So they're going to wait until after the corner kick, which will come from the far side.
It's the first corner of the day. And the Eutectics get it.
Lindsay English will take it with a right foot. So one would assume it'll be an outswinger back towards the penalty spot. Good line drive, but my assumption was wrong. She played it pretty much right towards the target, and it ended up swinging out of bounds.
Yeah.
So into the game is Bethany Brogan, Lily Holzman,
6
Polly Hogg. And I lost count of some of the other ones. We'll catch up to them when they get into possession.
Right. So that was 6 out of their 10 field players have been changed here at the 14-minute mark. 14 left.
So Maria McSherry was one of the other substitutions. First touch onto the ball also for Ella Mai Ireland. Ireland gets it on through to Holzman. Early opportunity for some touches for a couple substitutions. Edge of the box for Wilcock. Made it back. Ireland had it kicked off of her by the defender, but it rebounded right back over here towards the near wing for Holzman. A little bit of a coming together, about 4 players, 2 for each team. Pop back up towards the midfield. Ortiz is on it. Holzman tried the one-touch pass. Didn't work. Taken back by Roldan. Played through to Wilcock. The keeper was there first. (2-0) the score in favor of Oakland City.
Goals by Camilla Bedden and Macy Wilcock for the Mighty Oaks.
Tactics have had a little more possession here. They created a couple opportunities, but nothing that would really challenge the goalkeeper a whole lot. She did have to make that one save on Isabel Rogers. Roldan up through the midfield, straight through, trying to get it over to McSherry. Defender came back. English just puts it into touch along the far side. Mighty Oaks from the left wing, looking for something in through the middle. Ambitious opportunity there for Ireland. That one went straight over the goal and out of play. 2 more fresh legs going to come out for the Mighty Oaks as they continue to use their depth in this game. Lottie McMurray as well as Katja Sigenza will come into the game. Clark had it knocked off the defender along the near sideline. Retains possession with the throw for the Utactics.
A lot international flair on the Oakland City squad. Two subs, Lottie McMurray's from England, Birmingham, England.
Substitutions coming in now.
Katja Sequenza is from Mexico City. So we've got a whole new set of players out there. So, nope, she's off too. So
yeah, she just came off on the last opportunity.
Got it.
Whistle and a free kick to the Mighty Oaks on the near sideline in their defensive third. Sigenza goes to the far wing. Played up by Roldan. They try to find some space along the far wing, sliding it through the middle.
Great ball there.
Into the 18. Here's Holzman. Tried to go short side. Keeper probably had it covered, but there was some power behind that shot.
Oh, she tried to sneak one in the short post, like you called, but probably next time she's going to lay it across the face. And she might get a chance right now, and she does.
Miscue on the goal kick. Your tactics just booted up towards midfield. Rolled on through to Ireland. Still in the middle of the field. Rolled on again. Ortiz comes up from the right back position. I believe she's the only one that hasn't been substituted out. Back for Brogan. Rolled on. Intercepted. Taken right back at midfield. Ortiz for the Mighty Oaks. Lays it back for Brogan. Sigenza. Comes up halfway. Rolled on. Slides it through to Ireland. Ortiz again. Working those triangle passes. Now they try one over the top. Goes off the top of the head of the defender. Wimberly jumped up for it, but didn't come down with much of the ball. This one rolling up towards the end line. They will let it roll out for a goal kick with 8:33 left to go here in the first half.
A little bit on some of the victories from the Oakland City squad. Governor State, Lily Hulsman and Jana Mueller had the goals in that game that they had won. Harrisstow, they beat them 4-0 with Macy Wilcock getting 3 of those goals and Jana Mueller getting the other. We've heard the Mueller-Wilcock connection numerous times today.
Both of them getting a little bit of a breather before the second half starts. Throw in for the Utactics, went right to Ireland. Utactics steal it back and just ran out of real estate here along the Dutch line in front of us. Hold on. Tried a cheeky little play over the defender, and she was going to retain possession herself, but got a little too much on it. Mighty Oaks reset back in their defensive third. Brogan to Sigenza as they continue it on towards the far sideline. Laid back by Osterman. Trying to find some space along the left wing. They get it through to McSherry. He was thwarted by a Utactics defender. UHSP will just push one forward, trying to relieve some pressure. Brogan Up through the middle. Knocked down by Ireland. Comes over here towards the near side. Ortiz. Plays it through the middle. Sigenza trying to pop one over the top to McMurray. Defense for the Tactics needs to be careful here. They've given it away. Holzman, edge of the 18, takes it in. Now she's got an opportunity to shoot, but has to put it on the right foot. She still slices across and scores.
I thought she had taken a little bit of too much of a touch to the end line, but she cut it hard nicely and into the corner, far corner.
So yeah, to your point, Rick, it looked like Holzman took herself out of position, but ended up still with just enough room to cut that back across the goalkeeper. Harding tried to make a kick save, but just not an opportunity to react.
Right, she was too close. No time to react for Harding.
So 3-0 is the score with 6:20 left to go in the first half. Bedden, Woodcock, and Holzman are your goal scorers. Too much on that challenge from Osterman, so a free kick won by Rogers.
Lily Holzman, she's a freshman. She's from Jasper, Indiana.
Lobbing one over the top on the free kick. Hildebrand trying to catch up to it before it goes to the goal line. Played it towards the goal, but again, Ramos not overly troubled on that.
She didn't have quite enough time to cut it back to her, one of her on-rushing midfield players.
Quick passes towards the near side. Ortiz just south of the midfield line. Gets the return ball. Clark trying to put on a little bit of pressure. Did force a miscue, but they'll get a throw in.
A little bit too strong there by number 8. That's Labna Buchner. I'm sure I did not say that right. Buchker.
Tyree tried to pop it over the top of the defense. Good calm play from Ireland going the other way. Slides it through to Holzman. She comes up from the right wing, pushing a little bit towards the middle. Soft pass through the box was easily claimed by the defender. That was Kaylee Park. Throw in to the Mighty Oaks. Right around half field.
Nicely done there. She's making a good run.
Pocket was picked. Tyree comes up the near sideline, able to stop on the ball. Slices it back across. They were trying to set up the one-touch play from Rogers through to Hildebrand, but pass didn't come off her foot the way she intended. Osterman gives it back. Tactics trying to put on a little pressure here. Long shot, bounced in front of the keeper. Ramos was in behind it.
Nice little steal in the middle third there. That was number 30, Sarah Agnew. RUHSP. She's another freshman on the team.
Osterman plays it through.
Keeper.
Defender plays it back to Harding. That was Wimberly coming back. Clark plays it with the header along the near side. Ortiz throws a body in front of the ball. Everything's staying in play right now as they dance along the near side touchline. Tyree looking for Clark. Ended up curling behind the defender, but given right back. McMurray was looking through on the run from McSherry. The Mighty Oaks looking for number 4. They've got a 3-0 lead with 3 minutes left in the first half. Long shot. It didn't miss by much, and it sidles into the top netting. But an ambitious opportunity there for the Mighty Oaks from about, let's say, 30 yards or so.
Winding down to close to this 2 minutes here at the end, this first half. It's been a well-played half. Very, very fairly played. Not many whistles. except for the offsides calls. That's a tribute to the girls, the ladies, excuse me.
Yeah, despite the scoreline, no frustration is set in quite yet.
Right.
See how the second half plays out. But right now it's a 3-goal difference. Ortiz steals it as Clark was trying to push north. Holzman gave it back to Ortiz. She continues to drive forward from that right back position. Ran into the central defender, Trinity Wimberly.
Good steal there. One-on-one, and Wimberly won that battle.
Holzman, 5 yards inside the near side touchline. Gets it over through to Osterman. A couple yards outside the 18. Curling shot right at the keeper. .90 seconds left in this opening half. A lot for Coach Jamison to discuss with his team coming up at halftime as the Eutectics try to find a way to climb back into this one.
You mentioned Coach Jamison. We're also his assistant today. The assistant coach is running the show for the Eutectics, Paul Anderson, today. He is filling in for Coach Hogan, the 37-year career coaching record of Coach Hogan. And just got a text early before the game started. Said that's the first game he's ever had to miss due to illness. So best wishes to Coach Hogan and speedy recovery.
Flag went up on the near sideline as that's offside against the Mighty Oaks. Clock continues to run, 35 seconds left. Tyree brought it down at midfield, but it exploded off of her foot and right back to the Mighty Oaks. Still time to push forward if they want, but they look like they're going to kind of knock it around. Now they find a little bit of space up the left wing. Polly Hogg just outside the box, gets the return pass. Coming back is Adams to make the steal. That'll just about do it for the first half. Couple seconds left. Referee blows the whistle. We also get the scoreboard signal. So halfway through this contest, and at least in terms of the score and pretty much also a lot of the possession, it's been all Mighty Oaks from start to finish through one half of play.
Yeah, UHSP tried to keep it close at the beginning, and they did a good job until about the 20th minute, 16th minute, and then 2 quick goals, and it's 3-0 at half. So it should be an exciting or entertaining second half.
An opportunity for the coaches to discuss things, go over some strategy, decide whether they want to close up a little bit defensively if you're the Mighty Oaks, or how to open things up a little bit if you're the Eutectics. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your second half of action. Keep it right here for more Eutectic soccer. Welcome back to Creve Coeur Soccer Complex. Todd Panula alongside Rick Anslem. So we bring you the action between the UHSP Utectics and the Oakland City Mighty Oaks. The Mighty Oaks with a commanding 3-0 lead. Bedden scored with 39:28 left in the first half. Woodcock with 16:43 left. And Holzman rounded out the scoring with 6 minutes and 21 seconds left on the first half clock.
Yeah, field was definitely slanted in the Mighty Oaks' favor, that's for sure. In that first half, they had 8 shots on goal, numerous shots over the top or just wide. Warren Harding had to make 5 saves in that first half. 1 corner for the Utectics, surprisingly none for the Oakland City Mighty Oaks. But Coach Bladen's got them playing very, very nicely on that side.
The Utectics trying to eclipse their win total from the last 2 seasons, in which they had 2 wins in 2022 and 2023. But it's going to be an uphill climb to try to get that victory here today, as they need 4 goals and to allow none.
I have a feeling they're going to get it though soon. They're playing pretty nicely. They have some talent out there. You can certainly see that.
Utectics have another game in September on the 28th against Central Baptist. That's a home game at 2 p.m. and then a pretty stacked schedule in October as well, but they go on the road to start the month against Illinois College. Mighty Oaks start things off here in the second half with possession. They've gone back to their starting lineup for the most part. Mobuto. And that's interesting to see where she started the half, and I believe she started the game the same way. She's technically, at least how they line up, a left back, but there was so much possession for Oakland City that she spent the majority of her time more up towards the left wing. As here's a shot towards goal, and they slice it past Harding, and it's 4-0, and we're not even a full minute into the second half.
We sure aren't. Lightning struck quickly there for the Mighty Oaks. It's a ball to the left of the right wing, through ball, and pretty easily beaten. Was the goal scorer? I'm trying to determine exactly who got that goal. Number 12. Oh, okay.
That's
you,
Lily Holzman.
Lily Holzman.
So she gets her second of the contest. 44-11 left to go in the second half.
Lily did not start the game, but she came on and put some fine minutes in, so she gets rewarded for that second half start and a goal.
So we were talking about that during the halftime break, the fact that Oakland City can literally field 2 teams, and most of the players that they brought on as substitutions were no big drop-off either.
No, that's for sure.
Considering that they didn't have an official season in 2023, that's a heck of a recruiting job.
Right.
Bring in that many, not just bodies, but quality players as well.
Exactly. It's a total rebuild. Well, not total. There are some players who were there earlier.
Right, yeah. But when you have to miss a season due to lack of numbers, and then you can come back with that kind of quality, it's
exactly
pretty quick turnaround.
Yes.
Mobuto, stout in possession, slides it through to Mueller. And up towards the edge of the 18. Adelson Funk was the intended target, but stolen by the defense. Utectics trying to go forward with it. Grogan laid it for Hildebrand. Pushes it through the middle. Agnew's on it.
Nice combination there. A little takeover by number 12, Alexa Hildebrand.
Up through to the attacking left wing. Adams. The first half substitutes for Utectics stayed in. Just couldn't hold on to it long enough to get any support.
Talking about Maggie Mobuto, how she seems to be floating from wing back to this left wing midfield position. Coach Bladen, I asked him what what system they use, and he said, well, it's kind of fluid, which is what he wants. He wants fluidity in his system where the players feel free to go forward when they want. Other players will then, cover back for them. But basically, they got 3 backs and this wing midfielder here, Mabuto, and the other side too, definitely like to go forward.
And that's definitely something that's become a little more in vogue. Liverpool's one of the teams I follow, and Trent Alexander-Arnold is very much in that kind of spot where sometimes he'll start it as a wing back, but then push forward almost to an attacking midfielder. Mabuto's on the ball now, but pass through the middle was intercepted. A bit of physicality there. Grogan was able to win it back for the Tactics. She takes the pass along the near sideline. Just keeps it in along the line. Lobs one up towards the 18, but kind of split her options as Hildebrand was there short and didn't have enough on it to get through to Adams.
Yeah, those combinations had a little bit going here, a little bit of a promise, but the ball across was not really well struck by Kristen Grogan. She was hoping for Hildebrand to run onto it. Didn't quite make it.
High service from Grogan. Too close to the keeper, though, as Ramos makes the claim.
Oh, nice steal there.
A little bit of a jersey tug there, and the official spotted it.
Yes, he did. Like he was going to let it go. Possession, advantage, but there was none. She lost the ball, so we got a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Just about 5 minutes played.
Let's see what the Utes have.
So up towards the ball is Rogers and also English. Looks like Rogers is going to call her off and take it, though.
She's their dead ball expert. She takes all their PKs, I know that for sure. She's going to hit a left-footed shot.
Going to go for goal, but right at the goalkeeper. She had to take maybe one step and make the catch.
Put it on goal. Things happen, but easily caught by Gaza Ramos.
Nothing wrong with the shot idea, just needed to pick out a corner.
Sure.
Through ball was intercepted by Park. Again, just trying to lob one over the top to Hildebrand, and thus far it hasn't connected. Mabuto gets one past. Here's Woolcock on the near sideline, keeps it in, driving towards the end line. Puts it in towards the 18-yard box. Shot off a defender, earns a corner kick. Corner kick from the near side, swinging it towards the penalty spot. Mabuto got a head down onto it, generated some decent power given the loft on the ball, but just couldn't get the direction where she wanted it, and it's out for a goal kick. Back into play for Kristen Grogan. Puts it back for Agnew. Mighty Oaks.
Thanks.
Take a shot from just outside the box, but again, straight at the goalkeeper. Easy save for Harding. It's been a tough day for her. She was thrust into action due to an injury to their normal goalkeeper, and been under pressure for most of the game.
She's made some good saves. She's got 5 saves on the day so far. And like I said earlier, she was the keeper in both of their victories. Principia College, and then the shutout against Blackburn. So she stepped in and taken over where Nether was injured, unable to play.
So Park going to put it into play off the free kick from the left side. Few stray raindrops starting to fall. Nothing to affect the players, but of course, broadcasters, we have papers, so.
And we're hooked up to electric
Well,
flames.
yeah. I try not to think about that part too much. One touch passing going here. Woolcock in on the left wing, slices past the defender, puts it onto the right foot, and the kick save is made by the goalkeeper, and it's out.
No, not yet. So we were just asked if we wanted to move, and it's just hopefully it's just a little London miss.
Right, yeah. Don't mind a drop or two. Always out for a corner off the goalkeeper's right foot.
Wilcox on the left wing here in the start of the second half. The coach did say he plays either side. She plays either side.
And when you've got somebody the quality of Holzman, who's got 2 goals to her name, playing on the right, it's an easier decision to slide Wilcock over to the left.
That was the first corner of the day for the Mighty Oaks. There's a foul there.
Ortiz took Adams down from behind, just got the hands on the lower back, and Adams wisely went down, feeling the pressure.
Unofficially, I've got 5 fouls on the Mighty Oaks and none on the Utectics, excuse me.
Miller comes back, plays it on through. It's all up for one defender, and it's Adolfson Funk. He's trying to go for that far corner on the shot, but Harding settled in behind it.
Funk made something out of nothing there, really. It seemed like she was covered pretty nicely, but she came out with the ball and got a shot on goal.
Witchker got it over towards the right wing. More pressure coming here. Holzman tried to cut it back through, but ended up too close to the goalkeeper. Harding taking her time here. Boots one over here towards the near wing. High bounce. Grogan gets underneath it. Mabuto made the steal, but ran out of room along the touchline. Nice cut back from Isabel Rogers for the Utectics. Lays it back to her defensive teammate, Kaylee Park. Slide it for it. Had a nice run, but the defender stepped in front. Free kick to the Utectics in their defensive third.
Staff here is taking care of us. We have a little bit of drizzle coming, and they're moving the tent for us, so we stay dry. Thank you, guys.
Definitely appreciate that. Hopefully it holds off to just a drizzle as we get Adelson Funk in the middle of the 18. She shoots, she scores! 5-0. Adelson Funk with the goal. Defense just couldn't close down quickly enough with the quick passing.
Beautiful turn and shot by Lynn Adelson Funk, a freshman from Stockholm, Sweden. Picks up her first goal of the night, and she had an assist on a shot on a play earlier, the first goal of the night. Of the afternoon. Adelson Funk. Nice finish. 5-0.
The Mighty Oaks make it 5 with 33-24 left to go here in the second half. The Tactics gonna play it from the back. For a little space along the near side. Grogan quickly closed down by Woolcock. Has to spin it back. Trying to pop one over the top to Hildebrand. She's got 2 defenders around her and gains a free kick. Hildebrand will leave it. English going to come up and take this free kick.
Lindsay's a senior. As part of the U Tactics. He's going to try and play one to the far post. And she goes near post. And the keeper corrals it easily, taking control of the box nicely with the goalkeeper, Yaza Ramos.
English definitely showing some frustration. He was having a discussion with somebody over along the sideline. She didn't look too happy with her effort on that free kick. It's been that kind of day for the Eutectics. Even when they've gotten their opportunities, it just hasn't come off the foot the way that they would want. English pops one back up front, but Mobuto is there. Quickly back through the midfield for the Mighty Oaks. English gets it off the shoelaces and then the head. And then Wilcox sees it right off of her shin and out of bounds. That one stayed in by a kitten's whisker. Here's Wilcox. A little bit of space. Oh, the flag went up on the far side. Offside is the call.
Sixth offside, unofficially, that I have on my sheet.
We've reached that point with the score the way it is. The Tactics are going to be in no great hurry to put a lot of these back into play.
Right.
Just a little under 31 left to go. Miller uses the body to keep the defender away. She's still in possession. Slides one up through. Defender got a piece of it, and then got a piece of Miller as well, so it'll be a free kick to the Mighty Oaks.
First foul on the Tactics second half, and I think in the game. I don't think they've had a foul called on them yet. So it was a great move by Mueller. She's very strong on the ball. She's a handful.
Good drive towards the far post. Strong foot through it by Paula Roldan. But Harding got in behind it. She slowly strides her way up towards the edge of the 18. Rogers brought it down, but not under clean control. Little drag back move by Bushker. Gonna have a goalkeeping change coming up in a moment for the Tactics. Susan Bradford will go in. Mobuto takes it off the throw. Into the 18 for Miller. She gets the return pass. Flag stays down. Still inside the 18. English deals with it at least enough to get it towards the touch line. Hildebrand is in possession. Edge of the midfield third. Once again, the numbers game just always in favor of the Mighty Oaks. They seem to have two players within a couple yards of the ball all the time.
Good observation. They do a lot of good pressuring and covering behind, and the pressure on the ball. Another player sweeps in, double team. A lot of that going on. Not a whole lot of time for Eutectics to do anything.
Mighty Oaks get it back despite being called for offside. She's worked her tail off here in the midfield, trying to keep possession whenever she's gotten it, but it's just been a hard day thus far for UHSP.
Yeah, it was a good battle. It was pretty clean. A couple pushes back and forth, and finally the ref said, I had enough. Foul called on the Mighty Oaks.
Clark just kind of lobbed it up. It did go off the head of Mobuto, so the Mighty Oaks had to prevent it from going over the end line, otherwise it would have been a corner. Ubuto with some space as the defense just kind of watches her advance. Slid through up the left wing. Wolcock saves it, trying to get it back from the goal line. Shot opportunity, score! Alice Thorin set up by Wolcock, and it is 6-0 with 27:39 to go.
Thorin made no mistake with that shot. It was beautifully rolling right to her as she ran onto it just inside the penalty box and ripped it into the right corner. Keeper had no chance.
So to borrow a baseball term, they're going to do the double swap as Harding stays in the game, but she'll take English's spot on the defensive line.
Right.
And Bradford goes in at goal.
Harding is normally a field player, and I think she stepped in to help the team out when another got hurt, obviously. And she's done a good job.
Adelson Funk was looking towards the official, thought she got hip checked. He says no. Butchker lays it back. Mabuto up the near line. Wolcock was trying to push it through. It ended up deflecting right to Miller. Miller gets the return pass quickly through to Wolcock. Plays it across off the fingertips of the goalkeeper, and then she slides to make a kick save. Don't know how much she knew about it, but it was effective nonetheless.
Susan Bradford thrown into the fire. She comes up big.
Sometimes all you got to do is get your body in front of it. Mighty Oaks push the reset button, coming back through the midfield. They are just threading the passes through like a training exercise now. Diving save made on the shot attempt. Another big stop for Bradford as she got a right paw out on that ball.
Beautiful. 2 saves in a row there.
Sets up a corner kick from the near side. Mighty Oaks with one player in front of the goalkeeper. Everybody else running in from the edge of the 18. Bradford comes out, swings, and gets a little bit on it.
Just enough.
Butchker comes up from the midfield. Thought about taking a shot. Gets it over towards the left foot. Keeps possession. Thorin has it now. Roldan was in possession on the edge of the 18. Defense clears it, but no further than the midfield circle. Adelson Funk gives it back to Mueller. Wolcock on left wing. Flag is up, offside.
We've seen that picture before. Mueller to Wolcock offside. Still not quite timing-wise there, but they're getting closer. Coach Bladen said this game is a tune-up for the beginning of the conference schedule. Still working on a few things, and that might be one of them he's going to work on in practices. Those timing on those offside, on those runs forward.
Yeah, especially when you get deeper into conference play, when the passing lanes aren't quite as open as they've been here today. You got to time those runs a little bit better.
And I'm all for a couple of offsides, you know. That means that your forwards are moving well, and it's just, but after a while, you know, you got to understand that those defenders are playing you up, so you got to either make a diagonal run or stop, get the ball at your feet. Got an injury here. Looks like number 6, looks like, is that Hannah Tyree?
I think it's Kendall Adams.
Kendall Adams, number 9.
She took a bump on the foul. The free kick was given, but shaken up a little bit as she went to ground.
She's favoring that right foot, right ankle.
Zoe Dixon comes into the game.
a senior. Plays the field and goalkeeper. She's a backup keeper as well. And an offside.
That one's a little bit cheaply given. The right call from the official, but as a player, you got to either know not to make the pass or if you're the open player, get back onside. 23 and change left to go in the half. Back and forth on the far touch line. Trying a through ball now. Thorin comes out, but the goalkeeper was there first. Bradford just boots it out of play.
That's really a good play, and we haven't seen that all day. I think Harding tended to stay back on her line a little bit more.
Adelson Funk from the top of the 18 to the right-hand side. Leaves it for Holtzman. She takes on the defender. Thought she won the battle, but put a little too much into it with the shoulder, so free kick the other way. So Tactics will have a chance to set it up and clear it out. They go quick with it. Tyree had it for a moment, regains it. Tried to spin away from the defender. A little bit of space over along the far sideline, but got too close to the line and it's out.
So the scoring real quick, Camilla Bedden from Adolphson Funk. First goal of the day, 39th minute. Macy Wilcock with the second goal from Mueller as the assisted player. Lily Hilsman with the last goal of the first half, making it 3-0 at half. Then Hilsman right at the beginning of the second half got to get another quick goal. And then Lynn Adelson Funk got the fifth goal, and Allison Thorne with the sixth goal at the 29th minute. And that's where we stand, 6-0.
Wilcock was looking for more. She was charging towards the box, fouled from behind just outside the area. I think she was hoping for a penalty kick attempt, although Oakland City is 0 for 1 from the spot thus far this season. They'll get a dangerous free kick. Literally just outside the area to the right-hand side of the penalty arc.
Try and get it over that wall and into the corner, and she does.
Nice strike there. Number 7. Mighty Oaks just continue to pour it on here.
So that free kick was beautifully taken.
Paula Roldan gets credit for the goal.
So Paula Roldan scores at the 20 minutes, 34 seconds left. That's the 7th goal for the Mighty Oaks. She put it over the wall beautifully into the sharp post. That's hard to do. Struck it with authority.
Yeah, we see a lot of players, even at the very highest levels, World Cup, to where they'll put that over the bar. But
right.
She was cool, calm, and collected, just took a nice strike through it, and no chance there for Bradford. Mueller plays it over towards the far side. Steinow goes forward with it. Bradford slides out to make the grab, keeping it away from Adelson Funk, who is charging in. Mobuto handles the bouncer up towards midfield. Mueller's in charge of it. Slides it through to Wilcock along the left wing. She's looking to cut back towards the middle. Challenged by 2 defenders, lost the ball. Gonna have another, basically a line change coming up for Oakland City, including a goalkeeper change. Adelson Funk makes the steal just outside the 18, lays it through to Mueller. Just a little too much on it. So, well, now they're sending up more subs. Get them all in while you can.
Right.
Here's Wilcock in behind the defense, and the flag went up late, but it was offside. So Hogg, Sigenza, Benton, McSherry, and Ireland will all check in terms of field players. And also coming into the game is going to be Laney Mullins.
Lottie McMurray is another one here, number 25.
Knew I'd miss at least one.
That's all right. That's why we're partners. You got 8, I got 1, so that's not a very good partnership, but
I'll take it. On the defensive side, Brogan plays it back to her goalkeeper, at least for the moment, in Ramos. Had to make a couple saves in the first half, but basically nothing to do here in the second half.
Right.
Mabuto thought about cutting it up towards the corner flag, instead went for the cross, and it's out.
Mabuto has had a nice game here on this right defensive midfielder spot, I guess we could call it.
So the mass substitution takes place.
So Yaza Ramos comes off. She's going to get majority of time in this shutout. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Shutout so far. So far, a shutout.
And now we have 17:35 to decide whether we've put the broadcaster curse on her or not.
I know. Well, it's my bad.
A little too much on the through ball from McSherry, and that ends up out for a goal kick. 17:15 to go here in the contest. 7-0 is the score. 6 different goal scorers.
Spreading the wealth.
Intercepted on the goal kick. McSherry takes it, drops it back for Hogg. McSherry again. Hogg towards the corner flag. Defender comes out. And that was actually Hildebrand all the way back. So
yeah,
she's taken up a little bit more of a midfield role. Looks like
she's
Dixon's a little more up top.
She's dropped back pretty far. Almost, I think she might even be playing a wing back right now.
Trying to help out in whatever way she can.
Right.
Here's Harding. So it does look like perhaps Harding and Hildebrand have kind of swapped positions. Mighty Oaks put it up towards the end line, but too much roll on it, and that goes out. Another goal kick, just under 16 to go.
The ladies from the U Tactics have been very game in their fight. I'll tell you that. It's tough to play against a team like this that controls the ball so much, and you just keep chasing and chasing, and pretty much, you run out of steam at the end, which I think is what's happening. Not to mention the depth that the Mighty Oaks are throwing at them.
Now a shot right from the left side of the penalty spot. Put 8 on the board. Another goal. This time it's off the foot of Maria McSherry. .11 left to go. And it was already a commanding lead after the first 45, but the proverbial wheels have come off now for the Tactics as they've allowed 8 goals in one game after allowing 8 in 4 games prior to this.
Right. Maria McSherry, she is a junior. She's from Fofar, Scotland.
Brought down at midfield by Dixon. Here's Harding, top of the circle. She's fouled. Gains the free kick.
Mighty Oaks have had numerous more fouls than the Utectics, but nothing really has been cheap or dangerous at all. A lot of little trips or pushes. So it's been a pretty clean game.
Off the hip of Siguenza. Tyree comes back to claim it. A little bit of hesitation on the through ball. Long shot. Stays in play. Easily claimed by Mullins. She gets her first touch on the ball. Although the way she put it down, maybe it went out.
Yeah, I think it's a goal kick. But she was there in case it was sharp post.
So unless something miraculous happens, UHSP is going to fall to 2-3, which still keeps them basically in the middle of the pack in the American Midwest Conference. Coming into today's action, Columbia had a 4-1-1 record, so they were on top, followed by William Woods, who's played a total of 9 games. They were 3-3-3. Harris Stowe behind them, 3-3-1, and UHSP came in 4th place, so it'll depend on some of the results elsewhere as to whether they fall a little bit, but still conference games to play before all that's decided.
Yep, definitely the standings will change a lot when they start playing each other head to head. But nobody has played a league game yet in the AMC.
Under 13 left as they play catch through the midfield. Holzman pushes one up. McMurray trying to get up towards the 18-yard box, but
nice ball to get out there.
Clark with a little bit of space. Off the thigh of Harding over towards the near wing. And it's a throw in to the Mighty Oaks. Switching the point of the attack, the Mighty Oaks go to the far wing on the defensive line. 12 minutes left. Collision in the middle third. I believe that was Wimberly. They took a little bit of a spill, but gained the free kick as part of it. HSP fans, make sure to tune back in as the men's team will play a 4 o'clock game against the Brescia Bearcats. We are guaranteed to see somebody pick up their first win of the season in that game.
Yeah. Yep,
unless it's a draw.
Right. If it's a draw, they still get a point, so.
Harding picks it up in the middle third, trying to take it up towards half field. She's in a duel with Butchker. McSherry tried a one-touch pass back through the middle. That was thwarted. Getting a piece of it was Sarah Agnew. That one went off the elbow of Butchker, but it was up against her body, so no handball. Clark with it for the Eutectics, up the sideline. Deflected out.
To the Eutectics' credit, they're still playing hard. Lauren Harding has shown some spunk here. And she just gets knocked down. She's playing very hard. And they're still trying to knock the ball around a little bit and do some possession here right in front of us earlier.
So the late foul was given. It was already knocked out, but
right,
as Rick said, Harding was taken down as part of the play. So free kick now. Isabel Rogers will take it. Right footer. Looks like she's eyeing up that 12 yards away spot. Instead goes for the shot. Not a bad idea. A little too much curl on it, but Mullins was able to get into it.
Yeah, I think she was trying to put a ball across for somebody to get ahead on.
So next opportunity, Lindsay English is going to come back into the game. Throw in to the Mighty Oaks from the far side. 9 minutes left. Sigenza up the wing. They play it into the box. That's let run through. Out for the goal kick. English is in. Tyree is out.
Anna Tyree, she's a freshman. She had a good game. She was very active in the midfield. Worked hard the whole game.
Yeah, Tyree and Rogers probably had to do the most work.
Right.
Hildebrand put in a good effort as well. Just didn't have enough, excuse me, service north. Doing a lot of running, a lot of bulldozing into the defenders, but just didn't have the numbers game on her side. Sigenza up through the middle. Played through by Butchker. Defense dealt with it just outside the box. Taken back. McSherry. And that one too direct. Hogg was making the run, but that needed to be more towards the flag. Throw in from deep for the Eutectics. Off of a Mighty Oaks player, so they'll come up about 15 yards and do it again. Same thing, same spot. That one was headed out again. Harding got a little bit of a nudge in from behind. Showing a little frustration, but the two players separate quickly. Ireland rolls it far side. The Mighty Oaks continue to work these passes very well. Just under 7 to go. Sigenza. Little chip pass into the box. One-time shot. Oh, and it's off the goalkeeper. May have
not look good.
caught Bradford up high. She put her hands up towards her head.
She's going to get checked out by the trainer. Susan Bradford, she came in and made a few great stops right as she came in. Ellis has allowed the last 2 goals, but the life of a goalkeeper.
You never know what to expect.
That's right. Should have been a shot low, right? Not at her face, but that's what happened. Looks like she's gonna probably continue, but we're not sure. He's checking her out pretty closely, which is good.
It was a heck of an attempt with the ball over the top, and then almost a one-timer for Camilla Bedden. But yeah, as the ball's coming down and your foot's coming up, it's hard to keep it low, so that came up quickly.
Right. So the Eutectics last year, they had a mark of 2-9. They were 1-6 in the American Midwest Conference. Their wins came against Principia and William Baptist last year. Their season ended in a 1-0 loss to William Woods in the AMC quarterfinals. And again, their 2 victories are in jeopardy. I think in the last, they had 6 in 2020, but looks like they could at least get close to that this year with a good season.
So thus far this season, it seems like consistency or lack thereof is going to be kind of the name of the game for the Eutectics, as they allowed 40 shots in their 2 previous losses, only 9 shots against in their wins. As the goalkeeper came out again.
Yep.
That one just slid past her and out for a goal kick.
Yep, she's come off her line nicely a couple times. She's got a way different style than Harding did.
Definitely much more aggressive.
Right.
But to the point, when you have 40 shots against in your losses, combined with however many they've given up today, it definitely kind of tells a story when they're solid defensively. Gives them a little bit more of an opportunity to go forward and score some goals.
Right.
When things have been harder to contain, they've struggled to keep the opponents off the scoreboard. Mighty Oaks still looking for a little bit more as Ireland pushed it forward. McMurray goes over to the far wing. Hogg is calling for it in along the near side.
To your point earlier, Mighty Oaks are what I would think would be mighty talented. They are very good on the ball. They run nicely off the ball. They always have their head up and they're always looking to make a creative play. So they're a good side. I'm impressed.
And anytime you have that kind of depth, I mean,
right.
Yes, they've played basically 20 players here today, but you're not going to do that every single game. But when you have the trust enough to play even 15 or so, that's
right.
a lot of depth that not a lot of programs have either.
Right. Well, the Eutectics are struggling at keeper with the injury, you know, and then we've got a field player playing the beginning of the season, beginning of the game in Harding. So it's, you know, just the way things are here at UHSB right now.
So hopefully they'll get a little bit of health as the season continues on and see how things shake out. Another one was rolled in, tried to slide it through. I believe that was McMurray coming up through the middle, but the goalkeeper came out.
Bradford in goal. I've been impressed with her though. She's done a good job.
Well, she's definitely earned her stripes here in this game.
For sure, and got one right in the face, unfortunately.
As long as they're okay, then it ends up as a badge of honor. 3 minutes and change left in this contest. McMurray thought there would be one extra touch there. It was slowed up on the way through. They tried it for Bedden.
Here's Harding.
Comes the other way. Clark back to Harding. Trying to reverse it through the middle. Rogers goes over to Hildebrand, who's now on the left wing. English took her spot at the right back, so Hildebrand back to more of a midfield position.
For the possession here from Eutectics.
Finally a little bit of space to kind of knock it around. Hildebrand goes outside from the left touch line. Cut it back in. Dixon takes a hard knock. She was trying to get into the attacking third. Free kick given to the Eutectics as we have just about 2 minutes left.
Kind of lucked out here with the nice cloud cover. Hasn't been nearly as hot as I thought it was going to be. It's in the 80s, but when that sun comes out, it cranks up the temperature for these kids.
Played towards goal and free kick stopped by Mullins. Yeah, I was a little bit worried because I covered a couple softball games this morning, and it's typical St. Louis weather. It was hotter then than it is now, even though we're more in the middle of the day.
Right.
Good through ball to Holzman over along the right wing. She charges at it, trying to get it before it gets to the corner flag. Slices it back across goal. Hogg Finds the loose change outside the box. Into the middle for McMurray. Shot was knocked down. And out of play for the corner. Under a minute to go. We'll see whether they even try to get it back into play. In the way that they're looking, they want to get at least one more bite at the apple. Knocked down from about 16 yards out. Shot was kicked away. Try one more with 22 seconds left. A low cross handled by the defense. Cleared out towards the midfield circle. Stepping up was Steinow. Took a chance, might as well. Don't get too many opportunities as a defender, but
that's right.
Clip off a body and it's out for a corner on the near side. But they run out of time in terms of trying to put another one in, but they put plenty in the back of the net as the final is 8-0. A huge offensive showing here for Oakland City Mighty Oaks.
Yeah.
They end up getting 7 different goal scorers on 8 total goals.
Yep, Lily Hillsman was the only person who scored twice. She did it at the end of the first half and right at the beginning of the second half. Camilla Bedden from Aldefson and Funk was the first goal. Macy Woolcott from Mueller at the 16-minute mark. And then the 2 goals by Hillsman, making it 4-0 right at the beginning of the second half. And then Lynn Adelson Funk again, another 3 minutes later in the second half. Made it 5 goals, and then Allison Thorin at the 29th minute. Paula rolled on unassisted on a beautiful free kick at the 20th minute, and then Maria McSherry rounded out the scoring. 8-0 is the final here at Creve Coeur Field.
So for Oakland City, Yaisa Ramos gets the bulk of the shutout, joined by Lainey Mullins, who came in the second half. Did get a touch or two on the ball. Didn't really have to make overall a save. So Oakland City improves to 4-4. UHSP drops to 2-3 with both teams heading into conference play in their next coming contests. The men will take the field in just a little bit, but that will do it for our particular broadcast right here. We thank you for watching. For everybody at the UHSP athletic program, I've been Todd Panula alongside Rick Anselm. Until the next time, have a good night, everyone.